So we grew up in Ireland, small little town, identical twins with 2 other brothers. Went to all boys schools, we were very good at sport. By the time we finished school, we were playing semi-pro rugby, we were doing male modelling, we had played baseball, we were overachievers and we were jocks. And we were very focused on women, it was very kind of like we were living the American dream. We went and studied business and we were all about money. It was about money, it was about materialism, it was about kind of instant gratification, and that was kind of happiness to us. And then
is that an Irish thing, or were you just like, was it the American dream?
I think it was more of what Western culture had sold us.
Right.
And we swallowed the pill, and we, as overachievers and upwardly mobile young men, competitive twins, you know, we as Steve said, we swallowed the pill, and by the time we'd finished college, we kind of lost faith in it. It was like there was a certain hollowness or a certain kind of like, I'm not buying this anymore. It doesn't feel authentic to me. So age 21, we went away separate, so which was big for identical twins, went away on a separate journey, like a voyage of, Jack Kerouac, voyage of self-discovery. Yeah. And we ended up straight away, this is back in 2001, we ended up
You went to be a golf pro.
I went to be a golf pro in South Africa. I was playing off scratch at the time.
Okay.
And then after a week or two, gave up on that. But over the next kind of couple of years, I changed my diet to vegetarian and then vegan, and then we got into yoga, we got into communities. We ended up spending a lot of time on spiritual communities, on farms, on rainbow gatherings, Burning Mans, Vipassana meditation center. We looked under a lot of rocks and really questioned our own social conditioning. Wow. And age 24, Steve calls me up and says, Dave, do you want to start a health food revolution? This is what he said to me. And I thought, I was in Mexico and I'd been reading all about Che Guevara and hearing all these people, and I thought, oh cool, we're gonna start a revolution. We're gonna be picketing, we're gonna be going storming the parliament, yes, I'm all about this. And he says, do you want to start a veg shop? It's like, a fucking veg shop? What's that going to do with revolution? He says, just trust me in this one, I've got a dream. And age 24, we started a veg shop.
Wow, and you guys had both independently gone vegetarian when you were on your travels without telling each other.
Yeah, it was kind of, I guess we'd been on, as twins, you share so much of your life together. Genetically, we were once one.
Which sounds weird.
Which sounds weird, but I guess we were transitioning ourselves, and we were very much going through experiment with things, and it was quite strange in that, I went away to Vancouver on my own and I met someone that happened to be a vegetarian, and I decided it really resonated, and I called Dave up going, Dave, I reckon I'm the better twin now, I'm a vegetarian, expecting, and he said, geez, that's weird. I decided to go vegetarian 2 days ago too, so it was.
And then a couple of, probably, I think, I went to vegan and he became vegan, and then we tried with raw foodist, and then I think I gave up drink and he gave up alcohol, and we got
into fasting.
We were really pushing the boat in terms of seeing how food affected us in terms of, we were very into spirituality. We'd gone from total materialism and capitalism and wanted to explore spirituality. So we were kind of, I was living in a cave in Costa Rica behind a waterfall with all these yogi people, and 2 of them training to be breatharians. So we tried all sorts of wacky stuff, and then came back and it was like, okay, let's see what we can share with the world. See if we can try to build a happier, healthier world, starting with our own little community.
And again, a veg shop back in Ireland seems like a really opposite choice for 2 guys that were out living in caves and going to Vancouver and all that. I mean, how did you get your head around that you had to start at home and start, selling plants?
Yeah, I think it was we had changed ourselves so much, and we kind of just felt as weird as it sounded, we felt like we needed a platform where we could just aim out. Did you ever watch Care Bears as a kid? Do you remember?
I didn't watch Care Bears. I watched the Smurfs.
I didn't watch Care Bears. Of course you didn't watch Care Bears. Sorry, Brian. I once saw Care Bears on TV, but there's Care Bears stare, where they'd stand there and they go, Care Bears stare, and out it would come. Okay, and we always felt that we wanted it. We just something.
This has gone quite, touchy-feely, but it was we had this thing inside of us that we felt we wanted to share. And right from the start, Steve was adamant, okay, let's start a business. It's going to be, we both studied business and did masters in it. So he's like, right, let's see if we can start a business and use it as a vehicle for social change. So age 24, we started it, he wanted to start as a charity. And we ended up calling it the Happy Pear because there was 2 of us and we were selling fruit, so Happy Pear was a pun,
I get it. I just got it now for the first time.
Just got it now.
Okay.
But we he was adamant on calling it a different name, and he wanted to call it Flinner's Fruit and Veg for Social Change.
Okay.
And it just wouldn't happen to fit on the sign, so we ended up calling it the Happy Pear. So the whole context was always about a bigger mission.
Okay, and this is back in 2004.
Yeah. 2004.
Before entrepreneurship became popular, also before entrepreneurship for social change became popular. I mean,
and then before vegan and plant-based.
That
and all
too.
This. So
you guys must have been even weirder.
A lot of the local town didn't know what to make of us. Kind of mom and dad played golf, they played bridge, and it was kind of what happened to the lads? They're they drive a van, they sell vegetables, they're definitely selling drugs out the back. There was this type of...
Yeah.
And there was a sense of pity because we had come from two kind of people that people respected. It was like, oh, the lads are great at rugby, they're good in the community, they say hi to everyone. And we'd come back like with long hair and polyester shirts and plaid pants, and we painted our fingernails because we're different, and you know, and we were vegan and we didn't drink anymore. So we'd gone from our friends being kind of rugby players that we all drank together and went chasing women to coming back and we were into yoga, we were vegan, we'd started a vegetable shop. So people didn't know how to relate to us. So there was almost a sense of pity. So it was, thankfully there was two of us, so we had our own resilience. And we had to kind of come back and start our own community. Start kind of from scratch, like age 24.